welcome back. The debate to return Indian artifacts stolen during the British Raj has been raging for years. But one British broadcaster of Indian origin, Narinder Kaur, has set the internet ablaze with a fiery debate calling for the return of the Kohinoor diamond, the jewel which was mined from Golconda in Andhra Pradesh in the 13th century, which has in fact adorned the crown jewels of the British royal family for over 100 years. Narinder Kaur has made the pitch that to honour India's ties with the United Kingdom, the diamond should be returned, as the crimes of colonial Britain cannot be forgotten. Joining me on the show is Narinder herself. Thank you so much, Narinder. You certainly seem to have voiced the sentiments of not just over 1 billion Indians, but those of people all over the world. Why should we travel all the way to the United Kingdom to look at the artifacts which actually belong to us, to our nation?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the question is, why hasn't this been returned? The question is, why is the British government, why is Britain still benefiting from colonization? So in fact, colonization hasn't ended. They are still colonizing India and Indian people. They are still benefiting from what actually was a brutal history of colonization. They killed millions of Indians. Why is India not angrier? Why is India not demanding our diamond back? And actually, we shouldn't have to ask for it. Rishi Sunak, give it back. If King Charles is not going to wear it at his coronation, the Rada of England is not going to have it on his head. Why? Because they know it upsets billions of Indians, and as it should upset billions of Indians. British museums have no right, legally or morally, to be benefiting from what is India's. I want India to be madder. I want Narendra Modi to come out and say, actually, enough is enough. Give back what is ours.
Absolutely. Give back what is ours. Narinder, Britain is now preparing, as you mentioned, for the coronation of King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla, which is scheduled in May. But they are not going to use the Kohinoor diamond or wear that crown. Why do you think that decision has been taken?
Well, it's a diplomatic decision. So they used it in the last coronation. They even Coffin just back in the 1990s. So, they insulted India time and time again. They did our Basti once for 200 years, and now they continue to do India's Basti. But this time they've decided, actually, no, we cannot use this crown at King Charles' coronation. And the reason they can't is because they know it is wrong. It does not belong on your head, Queen Camilla. It does not belong on anyone's head. It belongs in India. So Indian people can look at what belongs to them in their country. And the problem is, Marianne, is that actually British people are very uneducated. They don't know their history. They keep saying, well, it belongs to Iran. It belongs to Afghanistan. I don't care. The one country it doesn't belong to is the UK. It doesn't belong to you. You stole it, or you acquired it dubiously, or you took it by force. I don't care what the reasons are. It's not yours. Does not belong in UK. And you cannot keep making better from it. You're making money from people coming to see from around the world to what is India's beauty.
And do you think that given the current situation where India has a strong Prime Minister in Prime Minister Narendra Modi and United Kingdom has an Indian origin Prime Minister in Rishi Sunak, this is the best time perhaps that Kohinoor can come back to India, or will that never happen?
I think the very fact they are not going to use it in the coronation is big. This is big news. They are not using it in the coronation. This is Narendra Modi's time. India is a great country. It is the 5th leading economy in the world. You are flying. India is flying. Get your respect back. Ask Rishi Sunak. But you know what? Why should we ask? Why should Narinder Modi ask? Why doesn't Rishi Sunak or King Charles say, you know what? Enough is enough. Here it's back at your stolen goods. We've kept it too long. We got embarrassed. They should give it back. Narinder Modi is a strong leader. He's a strong prime minister, a world leader. Why isn't he being strong enough to say, let's have it back, please?
Okay. My last question to you, Narinder. Will personalities like you continue to make this case to mobilize more people in Britain? Is there a possibility that colonial wrongs can be corrected?
I would love, I mean, I've started this, but the problem is British people don't want to give it back. They think it was a gift. You don't return gifts. They have no shame. I would feel shameful that actually this was taken during colonization when actually the British killed millions of Indians. I would love to start a petition, but actually you have a powerful leader. Modi is a powerful leader. The problem you have right now is we also have an Indian Prime Minister in Britain. The Indian Prime Minister, if he gave it back, he would lose the general election. The Tory party would lose the general election because the Brits do not want to give it back. But guess what? You have to fight that. India has to get stronger. You have to ask for this back. Why isn't the Indian government? You've asked a few times. It's fallen on deaf ears. Yeah? India the Izzat and Lutagi, and they keep on taking India's Izzat. It's wrong.
All right, Narinder, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us and speaking to us on News Epicenter. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow.